Now, I wanted to do this video because man, it felt really weird doing the last video. It really did. Because, you know, it's meant to be like a personal thing. You know, this Skyrim. Of course, I'm more than happy for sharing it. You know, I'll do it regardless. But it just felt weird. I'd prefer to like just play and talk about it and show instead of actually like making a story. Because I'm no editor, man. I'm no editor. I can't edit for shit. You know, I use the only editing tool I've got is Windows Movie Maker. That's all I've got. And yeah, now a little bit of backstory. If that didn't really give much sort of background to the character, it was more of just a little story snippet of what I wanted to do to as Tova to go to an old friend. Tova in her day was a magnificent prodigy of a fighter, right? She was, you know, in her early 20s to her 50s, she was known as Tova Doomsung. You know, if she picked up your, you know, if you were a bad person and she picked up your bounty from a notice board, you know, you were dead. So the bards sing doom upon those she was sent after. So Tova, this lovely lass right here, she created a mercenary band called the Eastwatch, you know, which was just a group of adventurers, explorers and mercenaries that did odd jobs and bounties and rescues and exploring, all that sort of shit. And one of her soldiers was a woman called Freyla, before eventually she became Freyla Greymane, before she married into the family. And this is how Freyla, what the hell, calls to that working? That doesn't look like it's working. Ah well, deal with that shit later. No object supported. Hold your horses. Oh no, fix that up. So, you know, being old battle buddies, old shield, you know, sisters, she sent the call out because, you know, she lost her son and she wanted help, and Tova was probably her best bet. She knew Tova was a Stormcloak supporter because Tova's granddaughters, Sigund and Lagertha, are also Stormcloaks, and she trained them and she oversees them and that sort of thing. So, you know, this leads her to Whiterun to eventually, the Greymane sons will eventually join the Bearclaw Raiders, and they could die, they could not in the story, you know, they could die in the battles against the Empire, the fights, the raids, all that sort of shit. And if the war ends with the Empire winning, you know, they've left the Stormcloak army, and, you know, the Empire's not out for blood for everyone that joined, and, you know, the Thalmor might be, but they'll return eventually after the war to their home, even though they'll be known as Stormcloaks. But eventually they'll turn home, but whatever. So, yeah, Tova went to go help a friend, and that's what she did. Now, Tova's daughter died during childbirth, giving birth to her grandchildren, Sigund and Lagertha. And Sigurd and Lagertha look exactly like her, but I wanted like the twins to look like her, but have a different skin texture. So they got the same sort of face and all that, but not the wrinkles. And for Tova, I mixed the Pride of Valhalla normal maps with the Elder normal maps, so she doesn't look completely like an Elder. She does look visibly old, like she's like in her 60s or 70s, but she's, let me see if I can show you here, because I actually have ways of showing this. As you can kind of see, she's got some sort of muscle mass here, you know, from abs, because if I had her as a full Elder, which I did in the past, she was just a soft body, a soft wrinkly body, and I kind of wanted her to look a bit like a warrior, so I needed to add some sort of muscle. I had no idea how to, but eventually I learned how to on GIMP, and that is how I created her sort of mix between her, and not so old, not super old looking, but also battle hardened, and yeah. So Sigund and Lagertha look very much like her. I think I would have shown them all from the channel a while ago. The different boots. Why they're different boots. Yeah. Now, Lagertha will have a role to play as sort of the overseer for Sigurd and Lagertha. They run their own little Bear Claw Raiders group, you know. There's more backstory into this, but I don't want to get into this in this exact video of Sigurd's and Lagertha's parents, which I would have talked about in the past before, but for anyone new, I'll get to that when I get to Sigurd and Lagertha. But yeah, so this lass, she was a prodigy, you know. She had one daughter, which her name was Morana. There's no one naked in here. Her name was Morana, and she died during childbirth, but she was the housecarl of a young...
Hey.
I'm not even going to bother editing that out, I couldn't care. Of a young Ulfric. Anyway, she died, giving birth to twins, and yeah, and Tova, you know, dropped all what she was doing to raise these two girls, and eventually, they became great warriors just like their grandmother, but had a service of duty, you know, wanting to help, wanting to support a free Skyrim, so they had their sort of mothers, like, wanting to serve, where Tova was more about adventure and wealth and fame, where Morana was more about service, you know, using her skills to better Skyrim, better Windhelm, and the girls are very similar. They want to explore and you know, adventure around Skyrim, but they want to serve their country. And so you know, the girls, they do their own thing, but you know, Tova's sort of that, she'll talk to Ulfric and set out plans for him and stuff like that, raid enemy lines and that sort of shit. And that was what that little video was. That was Tova, you know, leading Sigurd and Lagertha and a few of their Bear Claw Raiders behind enemy lines, deep in the edge of enemy lines, to attack the Thelmore.
He knows that.
You know, it was a grand opportunity to gain some more friends, or gain a favour from a friend, and gain 2 extra soldiers. Especially the Greymane sons, which are, you know, a very famous family in Whiterun. And all that sort of crap. So that was the whole... This is the whole thing about Tova, you know, she's a storm bloke through and through. I'll show you her armour. But now with Protheseus Project, I can actually change the way I look. Now I created all these characters I play as, like I just, you know, I made them the creation kit.
We're ready when you are.
This is her armour. Of course she has a warlock. Which I can change the NPCs. So if I'm playing as Sigurd, I can actually apply this warlock to Tova while she's an NPC. And this is sort of her. Now, her sword is very unpractical, which I just released like a day or so ago. It's a golden sword, but again, she was a wealthy woman, so she just eventually crafted a sword out of gold. Is it very practical in real life? Absolutely not. It weigh the size of a black man's penis. And it'd break very easy. So, it would, you know, but who knows, maybe she created it with some Daedric blood or something that made it, you know, stronger than it's meant to be. But, yeah, and I've also painted a body too, which was a bit over a step, but I guess if you're a Nord warrior, the last thing you really, first person just in case. Yep. So it's all about sort of trying to be immersive and trying to keep to a story aesthetic, you know. Tova was a great warrior, and she still is, you know, she's still absolutely vicious. Just, you know, just because of her age. Will she survive the main war? Probably. Oh yeah, she'll survive. But will she survive the Dragon War? Probably not. You know, this is where this character will come to the point to where I'll no longer keep her mortal. She's fighting in a battle, and she dies, she will die a heroic death. And that will, of course, increase the story value that Sigurd and Lagertha have lost their mother figure, their grandmother, their guardian. And that could evolve into more story elements for a sort of, you know, story controlled basis. Or you don't want the story to be 100% controlled. A lot of the time you want it to be natural. So, yeah. Now, I finally got into a point to where I finished working on this mod, because I lost like a year's worth of content. My hard drive died, and I had to rebuild a lot of the shit from like this. When I was in the inn, you saw a woman wearing black armor. I had to rebuild a majority of that, and the naked one, she's part of it, but I haven't given them their armor yet. So there's some of them. There's a lot of them traveling Skyrim, so I can't get them all at once. But it's taken me many months to sort this shit out. And just before I did the story, I had to build Tova's armor, so I had to mix and match a bunch of armor pieces. I'm gonna fix. I don't know. Bunch of armor pieces from guard armor replacer, which you can see behind me. You've got, increases. It expands the guard's armor completely, but also outfits the Stormcloak army with their own armor. You've got the light Windhelm armor, which you'll see on the soldiers in the war, and the heavy Windhelm soldier. This is a mix and match between the officer and the heavies and like all the sorts of different shit. But yeah, Tova to me is, I get to play an older character. Not many people play older characters unless, of course, they're an older person that's, that's 50 or 60 playing Skyrim. They want to play someone that represents them or their age. And I plan on releasing the textures for it. I've only made the actual mold ones. I didn't actually. I'd probably redo them or try and redo them. I have done a certain textures where they're a bit more lighter, but they're made for like women in their 50s, so the characters that have the 50s face actually have a wrinkly body now too, so I've added like a mix between different normal maps to make them look like their body matches their face. Whatever, I'm sidetracking here. So plans for Tova, probably just as a follower now to Sigund and Lagatha. She was the one who set up the Whiterun raid on the Thalmor, and that's probably where I'll leave her. I might play as a here and there, but normally she'll just play as a background character that'll be an advisor to Ulfric, or might eventually jump into a battle or so to help out her grandchildren. But yeah, very, very interesting character for me, because I never played a female until I started this multi-character stuff. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just sort of the background shit, but I prefer doing this stuff, man, talking about the character, than actually trying to do a story and put on a voice of Santoras, and which just kind of sounds American, and then I forget which fucking voice I'm doing. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Especially because I got a dodgy mic, man. I've just got a fucking headset mic, like comes with the headset. It's nothing special. And like I said, I'm no editor, so I hope you guys enjoy that, man. It felt really weird fucking making that shit, but I'm gonna leave it here and probably get back to find out what I want to do. Do I maybe Cecilia, because Cecilia's a vampire that was an Imperial soldier, during the Oblivion Crisis. I'd really like to play her story, man. I'd really like to play her intro, but I'd have to talk to rebels from Tess Oblivion, and like, it's very doubtful. But I would love to be able to play that, find a fort that's getting attacked by, it's got an Oblivion gate outside of it, and sort of like play that story as a Cecilia before she became a vampire, and then jump to the future where she's in Skyrim. That'd be sick. But, and I don't have AE, so I can't go to the Deadlands with the new mods. Anyway, peace out, have a good one, stay safe, and sink as many beers as you possibly can. Have a good one.